This is Dr. Gunnar Snyder's, and I'm going to ask of one of my EWSs who, how is he doing, and what is he doing, and who is he doing it to? So how are you today?
I'm doing great, Dr. Nazes. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Can you tell us a bit about Easy Bounces?
Yeah, sure. Easy Bounces is a technique that was introduced by Dr. Naders here. It's just a technique that I use when I feel a block coming. It's a way for me to ease into that stutter. The last time we met, you gave me the challenge of emerging myself uh, into easy bounces, basically doing it all the time, every time. So that's what I have been doing, and it's been going okay. It's not an easy thing to train your mind. So I'm doing the best I can. For the most part, it's going okay.
The old statement is good enough is good enough.
Good enough is good enough.
Yeah. Now, tell a bit more about the REBT therapy and how it has helped you or hurt you.
Yeah, so I've had like different types of therapies prior to this, numerous, and they were mainly focused on the mechanics of speech, and it had nothing to do with the mind. So what REBT has taught me, is like not to make a big deal out of my stutter. It's not the end of the world. If I stutter, there's no one who's perfect out there. And then the other thing, just separating what is real versus what is not real. I had a tendency of making a mountain out of a molehill. There is that saying, I can't remember the guy from way back. He said, people are not upset by the event, but it's mainly largely how they perceive that event. So what REBT has taught me is mainly my attitude. Check my attitude about my speech. If I stutter, so what? It's not a big deal. There's no one perfect out there.
On the whole, do you have as much struggle with the stuttering like you used to, or did you ever have any real struggle with stuttering?
Yes, I used to have much struggle, so they're definitely not as severe as in the past, and also just my attitude. I would beat myself up because I used to measure myself based on my speech. My good days and my bad days were pretty much based on whether I'm fluent or not fluent. So I've kind of learned to separate myself from that. That if I stutter, so what? It's not a big deal. And overally, while fluency, I don't chase the fluency God, but overally, my speech is definitely improved.
So, and as your speech has improved, has anything else improved, or?
It's my quality of life. I'm a happy person. I just know a few days ago I had to turn down a job offer. I had an interview. It went well. Stuttering, I did stutter. I don't know if they caught it, but I did stutter in the interview. It didn't bother me. It definitely didn't bother them, the people who were interviewing me. So overall, my quality of life is definitely improved.
So I have heard that you had recently a child again, huh?
Yes, I'm a dad for the second time. Yeah.
And how's
So,
that going?
oh, it's going great, except that I miss my straight 7 hours sleep. 7, 8 hours sleep now. It's not happening these days. I'm lucky if I can sleep like 3 consecutive hours. But it's just part of life, I guess. Um, those are some of the things that come with having a baby.
So, as we end up this tape, is there anything especially you want to add in, or have we talked about the main things?
I think we talked about the main things. I mean, just that our EBT and the easy bounces. It really has changed how I look at things in general. I don't really focus on my starter as much.
Yeah. So, yeah, I guess we'll wrap it up then. It was nice chatting to you.
Same here. Thank you, Dr. Nader.